certainly the ability to communicate just as we are right now has been a big help. So we've still been able to participate in our church services, still participate in activity, reaching out to schools are closed, but the youngsters are still getting some training. And so those things keep me out of the rocking chair to participate or help out when I can. And I appreciate this opportunity to share. Things are very different to me, particularly because our government and the whole nation is involved. Maybe we were before, but we didn't have the communication and the opportunity to know and share it in a way that we do now. Because there's daily programs that keep you up to date of what's going on. So again, but I've always liked that. There's an old saying, I never remembered it exactly right, but I think it was said that accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and don't mess with Mr. in between. So I'm not that much to look back at that past, but certainly I know the value lessons that sustained us and help us win, if you will. It's a tough road for them, and it's really a tough on those of us that try to mentor the young folks, and I hope everybody, if they aren't mentoring, there's youngsters out there needed, and will reach out to that opportunity. But their life is different, we didn't have the phone, and some of them are using their thumbs more than their brain. With the circumstance they're in, that's a big change. But at the same time, with the virus keeping us in and allowing schools to close and so on, but education continue, that's new. That's tough on sometimes. How do you talk to the youngster, because some of their language is completely different than we grew up with. They're dealing with things we didn't even have. From the news reporting to the equipment we're using right now didn't exist. And so that's a challenge to us as we try to mentor the young folks, because I tell folks, whatever you think, you can't change that they are the future of our country. In a way, even though we've grown and have lots of capabilities, it's a sad picture that we have homeless veterans, or that we have to help some of them get in a home when they come back from service. We human beings are our own worst enemy, I always say, because although there are a lot of smarts around, they still don't cover all of the bases of the need and prepared. And that's even come out in this virus that's going around. How many areas weren't prepared, and maybe some still aren't. So even though we think we're pretty smart, I think we need to be a little more humble and realize that all of us can continue to be educated. We can prepare ourselves to help the youth who are America's tomorrow.